Welcome, guys. This is Real Estate Business with Debo at Dijano. Now, I have with me today a sales guy. We just finished the fast track course. So in the course of the class, I was teaching the slam, selling like a machine. And I got to the angle that I was making some points, and this guy chipped in a contribution. And I just felt that the example he gave should be shared so that every and all salespersons should get to hear this. Because I've always said that sales is not difficult. Sales is discipline. It is discipline that is difficult. And a lot of times, people don't understand. And you see, sales is about commitment. If you want to sell, you have to be committed to selling. And this example this guy is going to share will blow your mind. This is what comes as a result of being a passionate and consummate salesperson. So I have with me today Owolabi Karim. Owolabi Karim, how are you?
Very well, sir. I'm doing very well.
Doing very well. Obviously, you're doing very well. You're doing well.
Yes, I'm doing well.
Great. Welcome, Owolabi. So, tell us, Owolabi. Owolabi, like I said, is a sales guy, and I just want him to share this idea. We're talking about slam in the class, and you shared a particular. We're talking about closing. I think we're at the conversion. Yes, we're at the conversion ladder of the machine, yes. And you were talking about an experience of how you eventually were able to close a customer. Can you share that experience with us again?
Well, thank you for being able to share this experience, because I must say it means a whole lot to me, because it was just a revelation that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Because this particular experience I had a couple of months ago. This prospect has been in the pipeline. We've inspected. We've gone to the level. We're at the conversion stage.
Yeah.
That he has inspected. Offer has been made. Has been accepted. But then commitment has not been made. I was like, ah. And then this line, I'll get back to you. So I was waiting.
Wow. I'll get back to you, like I tell salespeople. Is a line you don't want to part with your customer with, because that way you've lost control. You must always be in control of the conversation. So I'll get back to you. That is how you can swing that around. Okay, go ahead.
So at the point of I'll get back to you, something just told me something more is happening that I'm not in control of.
Exactly, and that's what happens whenever people tell you I'll get back to you. There is something happening that they are not telling you. Either they are, having a change of mind, they not yet made their mind, or they were not even serious in the first place, they're just wasting your time, or there are other considerations. Yeah.
So along the line, I'll get back to you, minutes runs into hours, and hours runs into days.
Wow.
So I felt like, okay, what more can I do? So there are prospects, so I look up their names.
Right.
I just decided to do more.
Right.
Look up their names.
You went out to find about this customer. Let me even find out about this customer, this person. Who are they? Right?
Exactly.
Great.
So I did that, and I found out who they were. So I was like, okay. I need to find them. So I caught them unawares.
Okay.
I caught them in the Church of God.
Wow. So these guys were pastors, as it were. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
They were pastors, and as me, Karim, I'm a Muslim.
Karim is a Muslim.
So I made it a day to myself that next Sunday I'm going to be in their church. When they see me, we are going to further discuss getting back to me, and we take it from there. So when I got to the church, they were amazed when they saw me. And I'm like, Karim. In fact, the husband was like, this guy. So I was like, yes, it's me. Good morning. I did the normal service.
Okay.
We were there. They called out first timers.
Yeah.
I came out because I need to be in their mind. I had to be.
You said to the devil.
So I stepped down. They saw me. So after church, I was patiently waiting. So they came to me and like, at that point, emotions was running, and they knew I had sent messages, I had made calls, they were not picking.
They were not picking, They had zoned you.
Yes, they've zoned me.
Blindsided.
Hi. So at that point, they had to say they were sorry for not getting back. So, okay, it's fine. I'm here today. And then, I mentioned that I suspected something more was happening.
Yeah.
So there and there, they told me what was happening.
See? Because you took the extra step to find out, to get closer, and they were able to do that. Yeah.
They've been looking at other properties.
Which happens?
So at that point, something just told me. I took it in good faith. And I asked questions. You are looking at properties. What locations are these properties? What are the figures you are being given? What is the indices? I was trying to pinpoint what edge my product will have over that. That's all.
Yeah.
I was actually not concerned about what they were doing.
Yeah.
But then I was more concerned about what can I offer.
What's your own unique selling point versus these products?
What they are going for. Immediately they mentioned the location, I was happy. Because I realized distance was a unique selling point for my product for them.
As compared to this.
Compared to what they are going out to look for. So they gave me a time they were going to look out for it and all that. I wish them well. On the set date, I put a call through. That, ma'am, are you on your way? She said yes, we've set out.
Okay, good.
And I now told them I would put a call through again in the evening.
Okay.
For them to
just share how the experience went.
Yes. Yeah. By 6 p.m. I called. Lo and behold, they were still on the road. As I had observed that distance wouldn't be so good for them. So that night I was rummaging and picking points of what my product has over the other one. So I listed it out. I wrote an article around it with figures. Okay. I was able to pick GPS location of where they were going, where they stay, where their life is interacted around, their location, to where my project is versus this where they are the other one. So I was able to pick out 8 points. Whoa. I highlighted, wrote it, and sent. I was able to finish around 1:15, 1:20 a.m. Yeah. Okay. So I waited till 2 a.m. Okay. To send it. Okay. By 5 a.m. they had read it, and then by 5:30 they got back to me on the phone. Wow. And then they said, "Okay, send the payment details," and that was it. Wow. Wow. And that was it.
Wow. And that was how you were able to break that jinx. Meanwhile, somebody else will just be calling and calling and calling until you become annoying. You know? So, guys, I need you to pick some points here. Here is a guy following up a customer who wouldn't let him in. I mean, they've shut him out kind of. But they were already considering other options. But he found a way around that. That's what a salesperson does. You have to be committed to the act of selling. Your commitment would help you go over and above. Do much more. Go extra mile to ensure that you try to get into your customer. So he felt, look, these guys have shut me out. What else can I do? He went on a search. Who are they? Where do they work? What do they do? How else can I get close to these guys? And he realized, oh, they are pastors. He's a Muslim. Ordinarily, he would have said, well, I can't go there. But he didn't say that. That's why I tell people that, look, if you're a serious salesperson, for example, people work in the breweries. If you're a born-again Christian and you don't entertain drinking of beer, right? Not even at all. But you find yourself in the sales force of a brewery, you had better know that you either become a social drinker, that is drinking where you have to sell, okay, or you find another job. Because to be a passionate salesperson, you have to consume your products. I mean, they will teach you that even in your training school. Do you understand? So you can be working as a factory person or as in the account department or whatever in those places and still be fine. But if you end up in sales, you cannot say because of your faith should get you another job. Okay? So he was in marketing, he was in sales, and he realized, well, I have a different faith versus these guys, but if I must sell them, you understand, I need to go over and beyond. And he went to church. He went to church to make them even, I mean, that way they will start feeling guilty. This guy came all the way, and they would have known him as Muslim, I guess.
Yes, they do.
The name even indicates, even if they don't know, they will be suspected that maybe he's a Muslim or maybe he's not a Christian. And he came. So they were able to open up to him that we are sorry, we know we've not been picking your calls and things like that, which a lot of customers do until you are tired and you just forget them and they've gone somewhere else. You know, when a customer tells you, I'll get back to you, and you let it go and they are not getting back to you, okay, there is a problem. They may likely never get back to you. So I tell people, never leave a conversation with, I will get back to you. That's number one. Number two, then if somebody should tell you, I'll get back to you, and they are already not getting back to you, know that something is happening. You must find a way to unveil what it is that is happening. What he did was to go to their church, and that made them to open up and then tell, and he asked questions. So what is it that is keeping business? You must learn to ask your customers, are there other things that you are considering? Because if I know, I may be able to even advise better or even let you know and guide you. And dispassionately, he was able to let them know that, you know what, this versus this are the things that I think my property has as edge over and above this product. But if you still want to inspect, go ahead. I'm not going to take any offense or object. But he followed them up through, and once he saw that what he suggested or what he was saying was coming to pass, they would have experienced it. He was able to also bring down more points and say, that's commitment. That's what it takes to sell. So like I tell salespeople, guys, if you've been employed in any organization to sell, can you stop peddling and pushing excuses? Can you start selling? I shouldn't employ you to sell my pen, and you come telling me that it's now fountain pen that people buy. Can you look for people who want this type of pen and go sell it to them, because that is your job as a salesperson? Because there will always still be people who want to sell, who want to buy this, and your job is to find them. Okay, commitment is what it takes. Thank you so much, Karim. I just wanted to put this experience on record so that people can learn out there. How did you find the fast track course, by the way?
It's a beautiful one. It's a mind opener for me, and I learned so much because I realized the sales machine that you created happens to have been done haphazardly by me. I was doing it from different parts, but not in the process.
And coupling it together as it should be.
As a machine. So that in itself is a way out.
Wow. So guys, fast track course is Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track course is a 2-day event, live, 1 day virtual, depending on the options you have. We always have it every month, and we cover things that has to do with financial freedom, which is very key. We go into home ownership, how you can own your property even if you have no money to start. Okay, then we talk about selling like a machine, slam, for a salesperson, how you can sell increasingly consistently. You know, how you can sell consistently, increasingly. Then we talk about the real estate entrepreneur, covering services, investment, and sales. It's always a pleasurable time for anybody that attends. It's highly subsidized, highly, heavily subsidized. He attended as a VIP, and I'm sure you know that what you paid versus what you got cannot be compared.
I'm still owing you money.
So this is why we tell people that after 2 days you will feel like you are owing us money, definitely. But you see, we are not going to take any money from you. What you owe us is your success. So when you go out there after fast track course, we are expecting your success. See you in our next fast track course. Thank you very much for having you here, coming and sharing your experience, Karim. We look forward to your success. Your success is our motivation, right?
Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much, guys. See you in our next episode when I come your way again. I remain yours sincerely, Debo Adejano. In the business of helping you, sack your landlord.